Have you ever wondered what actually separates the top 10% of candidates at Special Forces selection? Well, I can tell you what it's not. It's not the guys who just crush themselves in training every day before they even get there. It's not the ones trying to prove how tough they are every chance they get. And it's not even the most motivated guys that make up the top 10%. In this video, we're breaking down exactly what it takes to train like the top 10% so you can perform at that level when it matters most. I'm John Hamilton, strength and conditioning coach and former Green Beret, and I spend every day helping guys prepare for special operations selections and build strong, healthy careers once they make it. And after working with hundreds of candidates, I've noticed clear trends among the ones who consistently perform at the highest levels. And let's start with the physical side. The guys who lead the class at selection usually start by leading the runs and rucks. And if you want to be in that group, here are some benchmarks that'll put you there. A sub 12:30 on the 2-mile run, a sub 35-minute 5-mile run, and a 12-mile ruck under 2 hours and 15 minutes with elite performers closer to that 2-hour mark. But here's the catch. Fast times do not guarantee success. Once the initial testing is over, everything shifts to your ability to carry heavy weight over varied terrain and long distances and hours. During land navigation, you'll be carrying 75 to 80 pounds through the woods for up to 10 hours per day. Without endurance, strength, and durability, guys start breaking down. They move slower, lose focus, and eventually fall behind. That's why the next two pieces, strength and durability, matter so much. The stronger you are relative to your size, the less energy each step costs. And durability, mobility, tissue health, and joint resilience keeps you in the fight, because I promise you, at some point out at land navigation, you'll trip in the dark or fall with that ruck on your back, and the durable guys get up and shake it off, and the rest get pulled or med dropped from the course. So how do you build this level of performance? Well, it starts with training age. How long you've been training with intent. One of the biggest mistakes I see is guys thinking they can jump on a high volume program a few months prior to selection and expect elite results. The guys who dominate have been training for years. Whether they played sports, ran cross country, or spent time hiking in the mountains with a pack, that kind of load and endurance is nothing new to them. Your body takes time to adapt no matter how perfect your plan is. If you only give yourself a few months, you have a very short runway compared to someone who's been building that base for years. And the next key is structure. Selection is an endurance event first. Strength matters, but you don't need to be elite level strong. You need to be strong enough to carry 60 to 100 pounds for miles on end. So we prioritize endurance and let the strength work support that. So instead of lifting 6 days a week on top of running and rucking, most of my athletes lift 2 to 4 times a week, focused on strength, power, mobility, and muscular endurance. Each session builds you up without burning you out. And the third key is discipline outside the gym. You can train perfectly, but if you're not eating enough or sleeping enough, none of it will stick. Top performers respect recovery. They fuel properly, sleep consistently, and know when to push and know when to back off. These traits separate the top 10. Now, physical performance gets you in the door, but it's not what gets you selected. The ones who rise to the top of the class share a few traits that you can start developing right now. First is they're fast learners. Not experts at everything, but open-minded and hungry for information. When they're taught something, whether it's a land nav technique, a knot, or a new movement, they absorb it, apply it, and get better fast. Second is they have a true never quit mindset. That doesn't mean just refusing to raise your hand and say, I quit. It means continuing to push when no one's watching, when you're cold, hungry, and exhausted. There are a lot of quiet ways to quit at Special Forces selection. Coasting through events, doing the bare minimum, or waiting for others to lead. Top performers never let off the gas through the entirety of the course. And third, they genuinely put the team first. They're not performing for attention. They're solving problems, helping others succeed, and doing what the team needs. They lead when it's right and follow when it's appropriate and better for the team. They stay calm and think clearly no matter how bad a situation gets. So if you want to be in the top 10%, start by building the physical base. That doesn't mean living in constant selection prep mode. It means building your foundation, strength, endurance, and durability, and giving your body time to adapt. Over time, that consistency develops the same discipline, resilience, and mindset you will need to thrive at selection and in the career field. Then keep learning, stay humble, and never stop improving. If you need help building that foundation and getting into the top 10%, hit the link below and let's see if our program is a good fit for you. We're going to look at your goals, timeline, and build a plan that fits your life. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.